What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we are here with the brand new Clash Jinbe. And this particular event is a little tricky because there are 3 different difficulties. However, on the hardest difficulty, 9-star difficulty, you will see that there is a requirement that you can only bring red and yellow characters, or strength and psi characters only, right? So you're kind of restricted there. So in this video, all the teams you guys are seeing are all going to be of strength and psi teams, so definitely look forward to that. But before we get into it, I want to talk about the character himself in Clash Jinbe. I've already gone ahead and recorded all the teams already. I have him rainbowed out. I'm going to save copies until double skill up, potentially. Depends how easy I'm able to farm it. But either way, with Jinbe right here, this guy is a strength fighter cerebral. Captain ability is a 3 times attack to strength and psi, which is not too bad, and then also reduces damage taken by 20%. His special ability, which I do need quite a few more skill ups, another 13-14 skill ups, but he'll go ahead and reduce the crew's attack down duration by 3 turns, and then also reduces all enemies' defense to 0 for 1 turn, which is pretty good. And it does 100 times his attack in strength damage to all enemies. That's really good, right? Because it does remove the defense first, then does the damage. So if the enemy has really high defense, you can just blow through them with his special ability, as well as having pretty decent utility on top of that. And then he also gives your strength characters 2 times color affinity for 1 turn. Predominantly, this is going to see huge play with Douglas Bullet, of course, because Douglas Bullet being a strength unit, he'll get this color affinity, and because he is super effective against all types, no matter when you activate it, he's always going to be benefiting from this special ability, which is great. So this guy is predominantly meant to be used with the new batch that just come out with Mihawk and Perona. However, I do think that Bullet is going to be using this guy a lot more than what he is actually meant to be used for. As for his crewmate abilities, the first one boosts strength characters' base stats by 50, and then also fighter and cerebral characters have their strength slots counters matching. That's a really good crewmate effect. And then he does have a support ability to only Luffy. 9% of this character's attack is added to Luffy. Slot bind reduction of 7 turns, which is not too bad for a free-to-play unit, and 5% damage reduction. Across the board, he just seems like an okay unit. So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the breakthrough of Clash Jinbe. So getting into the swing of things here, the first team you guys are seeing is my man V3 Law. So the thing is all of these teams you guys are seeing in this video today, I actually pre-made them the day before this raid went live, and I totally disregarded Stage 2. So I want to show you guys how these teams are dealing with Stage 2, because I actually had no idea that Stage 2 was going to be as annoying as what it was. So basically what happens is, as you guys saw there, 2 of the enemies there have a strength slot barrier, and then 1 of them has a psi slot barrier. And the thing is, if you don't kill those slot barrier enemies, they will bind a character on your team for 5 turns. So depending on what type of team composition you have, you want to actually make sure you kill them in 1 turn. Otherwise, you'll be able, all of your support effects will proc. Like if you've got V1 Rayleigh, or if you've got Corazon as a support character, they're actually going to proc on your team a little earlier than you may have anticipated. So kind of annoying with Stage 2 there. Stage 3 is very simple though. You've got Sachi Penguin, and he summons mobs every single turn. Relatively straightforward. And then on Stage 4 is going to be Beppo. He's got a really annoying defensive shield, so you need to bring someone to remove that. And then basically you want to be dealing enough damage to kill him in 1 turn if you can. The mobs that surround him do bind for 1 turn as well, so you want to kill those guys, the mobs at least. And Beppo on turn 3 does apply badly matching slots for your team, so he counts your colored orbs as badly matching for 9 turns. And then on turn 4 he blows away your characters, so you don't want that to happen either. And then on the final boss stage, which is Jinbe, Jinbe has 9.8 million HP. So around 10 million, give or take. His preemptive will have a delay immunity and all poison immunity, so you can still reduce his defense and do a defense down conditional boost if you want to. He also binds your captains for 5 turns, which is what I was mentioning about support effects, and then he also applies 4 turns of paralysis to your team as well. A full board of block orbs is given to you, and he has 3 turns of damage threshold applied to himself as well. He does also change into an int typing as well. The thing about it is he's pretty simple actually. There's no special interrupt that you have to worry about in this stage either. So you could actually go ahead and stall a little bit, not too much, but a little bit on Stage 4, and literally get your normal attacks only expired when you walk into this room, so you could legit launch health cutting specials and stuff like that. Like, he's actually pretty straightforward once you reach the final boss stage against Jinbe. So you guys just saw the V3 lore team go through it. So this time we have a Shanks Crew team. So with this particular team, we are ensuring that we get 2 strength slots before we reach stage 2. And then of course with the switchability of Shanks Crew, we can get some beneficial slots with our team, which is really good, right? And then once you kill off the characters with the slot barrier and you do kill the seahorse, the rest of it is very, very straightforward from there. We also do launch a Shanks Crew special on stage 3, so that the captain effect of Shanks Crew, when we hit a certain amount of perfects, will just wave clear the entire room. So that's going to be really good, of course. And then once we reach stage 4 against Beppo, we can actually go ahead and launch the free-to-play Otama. She is literally the perfect character for this, as when you launch the Otama special, she changes badly matching slots into matching, which is what Beppo gives you, and then she also removes 4 turns of enemy defense up, which is exactly what Beppo has. So having that free-to-play Otama makes your life a whole lot easier for this fight, and of course, she has type advantage. And then on the final boss fight, we have the support effect of V1 Rayleigh to remove 2 turns of paralysis and the 2 turns of bind that's left over from the enemy's preemptive attack. And then we can use the Nami to change the block orbs into matching, and she gets rid of the rest of the paralysis that's inflicted to our team. And then we're using the dual unit of Kobe Meppo, the raid Kobe Meppo, which came out quite a while ago now. He's really good for this because he not only gives you an attack boost to your Sign Int characters, but he also removes 4 turns of damage threshold, which is what Jinbe has on the final boss stage. So that Kobe Meppo raid unit is an exceptional character for this particular dungeon. This next team, I wouldn't really suggest you guys build it. I'm sure there's a more optimal way of building this team, but it is a Luffy Zoro team, and one main character on this team that is just phenomenal. He literally removes everything on stage 5 is Log Ace. Log Ace has not returned on Global in a really long time, and it's been a long time since his actual debut. He debuted when version 1 Big Mom, Quickbeard, and Brook all debuted on Global, right? So it's quite a long time ago that happened. So I'm sure there are plenty of you people out there that are watching that don't have that Log Ace, but if you do have him, he's really good. You do need your captain to be a free spirit or a powerhouse character in order for you to get all of the effects off, but he's really good because he removes damage threshold, he removes bind, he removes paralysis, and he changes block orbs into matching. But as I said, for the damage threshold part, you do need your captain to be either free spirit or powerhouse, but if you do enable that, like, Ace just removes everything and gives you the full board of matching orbs. It's the most perfect effect you could possibly want. So, as I said, if you have him, I would suggest building a team around him if you do have him, because it just makes your life a whole lot easier, and then you can fill the rest of your team out with other effects. We do have Usohachi here, which you can see that we did use him on stage 4, which removes the defense up that Beppo has, or you could save Usohachi for stage 5, depending on your team composition, to remove the damage threshold that Jinbe has. And then, of course, we can launch the Luffy special to give us the chain lock and the orb boost. And we do launch the Sabo special, so we get an attack boost on stage 4. And we'll also get one on stage 5 as well, with color affinity applied with V2 Boa. So V2 Boa you can replace with whatever you want. It's a little overkill having her on the team. You could replace her with another unit that would deal with stage 3 a lot easier. That would make this team actually a lot better than what it currently is. But overall, a decent team that can get through the dungeon with no problems. So now we have version 1 Akainu. This again really basically spawned from seeing the condition and seeing which Sugofest exclusives I could really use, and then also realizing that Log Ace really works effectively if your captain is Powerhouse or Free Spirit, which Akainu is Powerhouse, so it works perfectly. We've got Snake Man for multiple turns of Orb Boost on stage 4 and 5. We have the Mont Door, which will go ahead and remove the ability of defense up on the enemy, and also it just allows us to get a couple more matching orbs here and there, but it's not overly needed. You could replace him with any other defense up remover. And then we've also got Log Ace, as I said, for his amazing utility effects. And then we are running the new Arlong crew, which I just pulled from the Sugofest today as of me recording this video. Very, very lucky to have pulled him today, and it makes dealing with Sachi and Penguin on stage 3 a lot easier because he does huge wave clear, and because we take so much damage prior to reaching stage 3, we do get a 2.5 times attack boost when we launch his special, plus when we use his switch ability we get a pretty decent stat boost from that as well, which overall just makes for dealing with this stage a lot easier. And then of course we are using an Akainu special on stage 4 and on stage 5 to get the full strength slots and to get the attack boost that he obviously provides. So version 1 Akainu, it did get through it, but I wouldn't really suggest building this team. It's just showing you that yes, Akainu can clear it with the applicable units. And then the final team in this video is Stampede Luffy. Stampede Luffy actually got through this really, really easy. One thing to note though is that on the final boss stage, yes, you do obviously know with Stampede Luffy, he removes paralysis. The thing is because he gets binded before the paralysis is actually inflicted, or it's just the order of operations that it seems for the game. But because Luffy is binded, he doesn't actually remove the paralysis with his captain effect. So that's a real bummer. So you have to bring a paralysis remover in order to actually avoid that. So it's annoying, but it is what it is. As for the other units on this team, Usohachi to remove remove the threshold. We're using him for threshold because we are using Otama once again to remove the defense up and giving us a full board of matching slots on stage 4. But we are using a Stampede Luffy special on stage 3 and on stage 4. Helps clearing those stages a lot easier. And then all we need for damage output is the Trafalgar Law special for his amazing base chain boosting or base chain lock effect and his huge orb boost and orb manipulation. Trafalgar Law, as I said, one of my favorite legends in the game, and he's providing the goods once again, like literally just with his special. I think I actually might have a support effect on this team as well. I think I might have put Raid Zoro on the team just to give additional color affinity to Trafalgar Law, but with this team we actually don't even reach the Trafalgar Law hit. We actually kill him before we reach the hit, so it just goes to show how strong of a special that really is, right? So anyways, that is going to conclude this video today, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.